Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Firewatch. I'd never played the game, and I picked it up either on Humble Bundle or Steam a couple of days ago, and I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to play some of this and see if it's worth doing a Let's Play series on, and I feel like it definitely is. This game is incredible. The way the artwork's done, the design of it, the narrative, the story, everything is really good. Just a heads up. The first part of this game, probably this whole first episode, is going to be the narrative and the introduction of how we get to where we're at when we actually start getting to play. So here we go. Let's get right to it so that we don't waste any time. As you can see, I've played a little bit here. Haven't played that much. Made it to like day 2. I just wanted to kind of see what the game was about and all that kind of stuff. So let's get right into this here. There's a lot of story at the beginning of this to kind of let you know where you're at and what's going on. It's all narrative, so it's all storylined, and this might be the whole first episode. I'm not sure how long it is exactly, but here we go. Boulder, Colorado, 1975. Apparently we're in a diner or a bar or something. I can't. You see Julia. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. So what do we say? So what's your major? You're pretty. Let's go with that one. I'm gonna go with some slightly different ones than I went with earlier, just because I'd like to see a different outcome, and you're only going to see one outcome. It's okay though. You're pretty, she says, coolly. You are not. You're a future hangover. What? You replied, confused. Someone should buy you a cheeseburger, she says. She flags down a waiter, and 1 week later, you're Julia's boyfriend. Pick up my backpack here. If you can't tell, this bounces back and forth between flashback, narrative, and the present day. So I searched all around this area the first time I played through this, and there's nothing here we can really pick up. So we're going to go straight on over and load our pickup truck. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in, you share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. You adopt the shepherd and name him Mayhem. Hell yeah. Mayhem is an excellent dog. He loves wrestling with you in the park and goes with Julia on her runs. Even though he's too big to bring to school, Julia loves him all the same. Mayhem is a friend, child, pet, all rolled into one. 1979. You talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m., and the heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids, she asks. Kids? They're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying, if you and I have a couple of idiots, I think that would be great. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I would like that, you say. The kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents are at least hitched. You say she's absolutely right. Alright, back to present day again. I've searched all around this area. I do kind of want to show off this area over here. It's blocked off. We can't go this way. Fire danger today. As you can see, it's in the red, so prevent forest fires. Everything else is blocked off here, so can't go any other direction. I didn't even see that earlier. Missed that completely. Got ourselves a hat. Check out the map over here. Some posted signs, and let's take off running down the trail. So what I like is you don't have to hold the sprint. There's actually a key that you can toggle, so that's nice. It's a Thursday night and Julie is 4 hours late and she doesn't call. You're worried and getting angry by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You ignore her. Probably the best. There's no reason to get mad. You don't touch each other all night. The next day you feel guilty for being so angry and ask her about her evening. She says it was great. You hold on to a tiny pill of resentment. You make some coffee and go to work. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. Yes, sir. Julia was right. You are pretty. You are very pretty. Yep. And the way this game was designed is just absolutely amazing. I think they did a great job on the game. I'm not very far into it, but just from what I played of it before I restarted this is amazing. It's so good. Two Forks Lookout Tower, 8 more miles still. 8 miles. We're running out of daylight. Looks like we're camping at night somewhere. 1982. During the summers, you and Julie enjoy walking mayhem at night. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Move, fuck, dog, Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she's stressed. You confront the attacker. You beat his goddamn face in. Your arm gets cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. Julia asks you to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay. You don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. 1984. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job, associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Agree if she commutes back and forth. You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says it'll be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if that's what she wants. She agrees. She flies back and forth to Boulder 3 times each semester. Some hard life decisions here. I mean, I feel like they could have included some more, but I understand the narrative of the story has to go somewhere. So, 1985, Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. Quotes, episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. She's found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk about getting someone to look at it. I don't know, I clicked on that too soon. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She's 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. Journal. What's in the journal? Oh boy. So pretty. Glad that's just a drawing. Mayhem is getting older. He's got silver hair down his back and slows down at night. You and Julia walk him to the bar, see your friends, and it feels like nothing has changed. Julia goes back to the university. 1987, Julia's affliction is getting worse. She can't remember things in class or research in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you just get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into a panic, believing her father is at the door. You tell her family they are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten her day. She gets worse. 1988, you spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple of months. You decide to move Julia into a home, into a full-time care facility. You're determined to take care of her by yourself. Take care of her. After all, if you love somebody that much, right? You do your best until you can't anymore. Look at the view. I mean, this is just... elk or deer? Looks like an elk. It is impossibly hard. The worst is when you get mad at her, like when she tries to cook her own food. You can't do anything without her, and she can't do anything without you. When she goes to sleep, you stay up for a few hours drinking on the deck, watching baseball in the summer, college baseball in the winter, drinking then too. You start going out after you put her to bed. The first time you do it, you worry about her getting up, walking around while you're gone. You put a chair in front of the bedroom door. You trust that she'll sleep like a rock. Let's trust that she'll sleep like a rock. You go to the same bar at the boring end of Pearl Street. It's nice there. Over time, you tell Sheila, the bartender, everything. It's a huge weight off. You're home and in bed by 1 a.m. a couple of nights a week. You look forward to those nights. 1989. One night you're stopped at a DUI checkpoint. You blow a .10 and are taken to jail for the night. You consider trying to hide it, but you should tell your sister-in-law, Susan. Julia's parents take the next plane from Australia. They can't believe the state your house is in. Then they tell you Julia is coming to live with them. You don't argue. You say you'll visit soon. A few weeks go by. Summer's coming. And you see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. I guess we didn't go visit. Enter the lookout tower. This is our life. This is our life now. All right, well, we made it through the narrative part of it there, the storyline part of it. So, to me, that's a great way to set up why you're doing this. Instead of just dropping you into a game and going, here you go, your Firewatch. You know, at least they set you up for it. What is that down there? Is that an outhouse? That is an outhouse. Look at that. I guess when you're out in the middle of the woods on top of a mountain, look how pretty this is. Isn't this great? I think these guys did an excellent job of the game. All right, turn on the power. Generator switch. Light switch.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Whoa. Radio. Let's ignore it. Pine cone. I love the examine part of this. I'm actually moving my mouse around right now to turn this, and I think that's just amazing that you can literally pick stuff up and examine it. Throw that thing at the wall.
I know you're there. Your lights are on.
Okay, jeez. Calm down, woman.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Yes,
Sure,
please.
buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Let's see. You've killed your 3 ex-husbands. You've killed 3 ex-husbands. You're rebelling against mom. Nobody back home can stand you. Let's say she's rebelling against mom.
You're probably just rebelling against a mom who wishes you had given her grandkids, by the sound of your voice, at least 15 years ago. You come out here and it really grinds her gears and you love it. Can I sleep now?
Well, she also says I fuck immature men, but in my defense, who wouldn't want a 28-year-old with ambition and energy and some fire in his belly in bed?
Me. I'm going now.
Just a second. Now it's my turn.
Okay. Good night. Bye.
Let's see.
Oh, come
I don't know
on,
anything
lady.
About you. I say you got fired from your job and have finally decided to write your novel. That's the sort of bullshit reason you'll find a man out in the woods.
Good night.
Welcome to the job.
Welcome to Firewatch. That's how we're introduced. Isn't that awesome?
Good morning,
That's a
Henry.
great
Well, I
storyline.
guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
Okay, we'll call when we're ready. I think we're gonna call it an episode here. I don't want to make these too awful long. I know that first part was kind of, you know, kind of dragging as the intro to the game, but I really wanted you to see that the setup for the game is just absolutely 100% amazing. They don't just throw you in here; they give you a reason. They give you a story behind why you're here, which is really neat. You know, but I think we're going to call it here. I don't want to answer the radio in case it's a mission or whatever. I don't want to have to go run out and do that right away with very little time remaining. So, if you enjoyed this, guys, leave a like, leave a comment, and tell me what you think about it so far. I mean, look out through there. Look at the detail in this game. I mean, I feel like this is just absolutely amazing. Look at all this stuff. Like, they did an incredible job with this game here. Put all the books on the shelf. Yeah, they did a great job with the game, I think. I couldn't be happier playing it, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So, leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Thank you so much. Later, guys.